Okay, I'm going to show you some books that might not show up in the party. I think some of them might, but really quick, these are going to be for kiddos that are almost 2 or a little bit over 2. And I've kind of planned these so they're a little bit beyond that, so they can continue loving these and it's not just their current age. We have 2 books called I Wanna Be A. There's a lion tamer and then there's an astronaut. This one's all animal based. What it is, these are board books. They go through and they tell you what that career would be like, and it just kind of gets them starting to think about all the possibilities. And then at the end it says, but we don't have to decide today. And there's a lot of little things to talk about and some funny things to notice in the pictures. And again, there's one about astronauts and more like science-based stuff. So we have an I'm a Dirty Dinosaur and we have I'm a Hungry Dinosaur. These ones are hits for kiddos. Like, I cannot say enough good things about this book because of, it's just, you'll see. So the illustrations, this is actually made with mud and dirt. The Hungry one comes with chocolate, it's chocolate and sprinkles, like it's actually illustrated with that. And what a fun play on it, you could then tell your children they're gonna make art using food. But anyway, it's got a really fun cadence. Kind of goes, I'm a dirty dinosaur with a dirty tongue. I splatter it with mud and I tap it like a drum. Tap, 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 tap it like a drum. And they kind of get into that and then they kind of memorize that beat. And that's always a really good stage of learning to read. So we have those sound books. You might have seen them in a previous video, but this one's my favorite for this age because it's chock full of information. It says before they start, everybody tunes up to get ready. It sounds like this. And then yeah, it goes through and it's just informational, all about the orchestra. And you can turn them off, and then there's an on and off button in the background. But check this out. If you scan it with your phone, you can go online and hear the whole song. I'm gonna turn this off because I always forget. Okay, so I wanted to show you 2 different books that are great for learning numbers. There's another one called Count to 100 that you'll see in my favorites video, which is my favorite counting book, but I want to show you your other options. These ones are more interactive. How many scooters can you see? And then they lift this, and there's one. There's a numbers one like this, and a shapes one like this, and then a words one. The words one is not my favorite, save your money. It just doesn't really make sense, to tell you the truth. So just stick with the numbers, shapes, and colors. These ones are awesome. These are called the Little Penguin, Little Red Penguin books. And then this Lift the Flap numbers, we have several Lift the Flap books like this. There's colors and shapes, there's opposites, and it becomes it's like a worksheet with flaps. So how many of each of these animals can you see? So you go and count that, you flip it, and it will tell you. Every page kind of has a different little game like that. A lot of things to lift. It also talks about odds and evens, as well as order, like the order that the numbers go in. And then they're at the end, this one's my favorite spread. It's like simple math. We do have a first math Flip the Flap book when the kiddos are older, so I would say probably 5-ish. Okay, so anyway, that's Lift the Flap numbers. If you have a child nearing the potty training, you want this book. This has to go on your list. It's adorable and it's poop. I mean, how often do you get to say that? Your kids will love it because there's poop in every single flap. And it's, sorry, I can't find the dot when I'm looking through my video. Okay, it talks about how it's made, what it is, and where it goes, and that everybody poops. We do have another book called Everyone Poops, but I like this one better. It's so cute. I mean, that makes poop look cute, doesn't it? And did you guys know that whales poop pink? I didn't know that. Anyway, so your kid's gonna want this. You're gonna want this. It's great for potty training, but also just any child. Our Peek Inside series is a hit. They are adorable. They're the youngest. It's the youngest of our Inside series. This one's nighttime, but there's animal homes and farm. I think garden just went out of stock. There's space. Space is our new one. We have dinosaurs. Yeah, we have all that fun stuff. Check it out. And then our Look Inside series, you want at least one book in this series. Oh wait, I have another one to show you too. But I showed you the airport because I usually talk about the body because it's my favorite, but the airport is my second favorite. Look at all these fun things. There's conveyor belts and things to look under. It's all about what goes on in the airport, but this is my son's favorite part. Where is it? Here we go. It's hard to do one-handed. You pull this and the plane, oh, hold on. Let me pull it. There you go. And the plane takes off. How fun, huh? I mean, your kids are going to love it, but every page has a bunch of different flaps and it's educational at the same time, so it'd be perfect if your kiddo's going to be doing his or her first trip. And lastly, we have Medellin Match. We have several titles in this. This one's one of our new jobs ones. They get to literally muddle and match. How awesome. Fun. Vocabulary building, all that fun stuff. And these are stiff board books. A lot of fun with those, and these are our other titles. So there you go.